So, well, let me sit down. So, this is part 2, obviously, of Escape from LA, which is not Louisiana. Escape from Los Angeles, or Lost Angels. So, if I'm an angel, I don't want to be lost. So I am escaping. But what I forgot to talk about on the first Escape from Los Angeles video that I just got finished making, I forgot 2 of the important things, well, I think they're important, that I wanted to talk about in the first place. I always do that. I start out with one thing and then I forget what I was going to get. Anyway, I am moving. You know, when I tell people that, they're like, "You're moving? Where you moving?" My partner, who is going to be renting this space, he didn't believe it. He, like, when he came out to the land, he's like, "You're actually moving." I'm like, "Yeah, I said it out of my..." Anyway, my word is my bond. So what I was supposed to talk about on the last video was my wall. I'm stripping my wall. I'm taking everything to the retreat. And this apartment will be for the distribution of the products like hemp seed oil that I will be producing on the property, on the land, on the retreat, whatever, man. So, this will be a distribution center and the headquarters for our church temple. So this will still be the same address, blah, blah, blah. But everywhere else in the country, I can directly distribute from there. This will just be for like downtown Los Angeles, the local area like Lamert and Compton and, you know, all our areas out here. And that's what this will be for. But see, I'm getting off into something else. I wanted to talk about my wall, because I put a lot of effort into all this stuff. I have on video of me building the daggone gym in the back and then putting this stuff on the wall and painting the wall, and then all of a sudden it's like I'm moving. People say I'm crazy. Well, let's talk about the wall. Oi, 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 oi! I gotta practice out there on the land. Oi, oi, oi! Uh, 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 uh. Okay, so the wall. So the white side, I did this before, but I'm doing it again because, again, this is for me and maybe my daughter and whoever else is interested in the future, just so I have it on video. The white side is called in Chinese yang, or y'all might say yang. That's yang, man. So, why I have all these pictures here is because the yang or yang side of the Tai Chi symbol Did you know that? It's called the Tai Chi symbol. And the two sides that make up the symbol is called yin and yang. So the yang side is the side that manifests things into reality. So in my personal life, I have all, not, please, no, please, Lord in heaven, I do not have all the things that I've done in my life on this side of the wall. Believe that. I have what's left. I have some pictures. I have some pictures of me in the Marine Corps when I get out and get all that. Me and Sifu, Grandmaster, my Sifu or teacher, Grandmaster Leung Shum, just passed, I believe, last month. And I wish I was there, but I wasn't. But he taught me Wu style Tai Chi Chuan at Yin Jiao Pai on 34th Street, and then he moved. So I learned the form and the breathing and stances and things like that of the Wu Style Tai Chi. That is one part of my Cannabis Kung Fu Dao. And now I have a student who is traveling around and winning championships. So this is all about me. When I go up to the land, I'm going to take all that down, and we're going to start out where him and I started out. So that's all down here. So what was really important to me, this is the flyer from the 2021 Long Beach, California Internationals. Why that is important to me, because MC Shifu won the weapons division with this pipe right here. He won the weapons division in the Long Beach Internationals, and that's important to me because in this style, I have incorporated some of Bruce Lee's Jeet Kune Do concepts. So the basis or foundation of my system, is some of Bruce Lee's Jeet Kune Do, who just happened to be Cantonese. My Sifu or teacher just happened to be Cantonese also. So I learned a lot about the language, like Tao of Jeet Kune Do. He's actually saying Tao twice. He says Tao of Jeet Kune Do in Cantonese is Tao. So that's a whole nother subject. So here's a picture of MC Shifu and myself, C.R.T. Bates, Sifu, practicing with the iron pipe, etc. So this is the medal. Can you see that there? This is the medal. It's actually metal that he won with this pipe at the Long Beach Internationals, August 13th. Wow! Now I didn't even realize that the actual date is actually coming up. August 13th, 14th, and 15th, or one of them days, 2021. So that's kind of special to me. Now this one, can you see that there, right there, right there? That one, he just won a month or so back, and he brought it here and donated it to our church temple. Legally, it's called the Church of Divinity, but people think I'm teaching Jesus. So what we call it is I Ching Tao, Temple of Infinite Harmony. So in our Kung Fu, we have three lengths of pipe: the long pipe, the middle pipe, and the short pipe. In the Zoom certification course, I will be showing how to use all these things as well as the martial art of the martial art stuff of what I teach. So anyway, so all this is me. Now this right here is where I started living on the beach, and I had a table. I got my certificate for the church, blah blah blah. I did all that while I was living on the beach. Then I got my first apartment. Then I got this apartment. So this is our line, but this is where I'm getting ready to move to. This is just raw land right now, but we getting ready to turn it into, well, it's already a retreat. The land that I'm moving to is raw land, and we are going to build it into a campsite. There's not a lot of building to do for a campsite. But right down the road, we also have a Airbnb. We have what you call them shipping containers that's been remodeled, and you can rent them out and chill. You don't have to camp. In this Kung Fu system, you don't even have to learn about the cannabis. But I digress. So now, the yin side. The yin side is the conceptual side. You see, nothing is manifest yet. You just make up, or not make up, you just intuit and realize the different ideas that you want to manifest. So this side, the yin side, is the inside, the inner, like the Wu style of Tai Chi is the inner or internal Kung Fu, whereas the yang or yang side is the all that type of good stuff. So right here, right here, right here, right here, that circle right there, right there, right there is talking about the actual concept, the whole concept of Tao. You understand? You understand? So in our system, the upside down leaf represents the marijuana. Is upside down because it's reverse of when you're not high. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so that represents the marijuana. And down here, can you see that? Can you see it? Let me pull you down so you can see that. It's getting kind of long on the video here. Now down here is the other side of the leaf, the hemp, and that's for nutrition, textiles, food, oil, fuel, paper, housing like bricks and wood. You can make hemp so hard that we can make actual kung fu weapons. Like you can make it really hard, man. Hard. Anyway, so the yin side is the concept. We start out with Wu Chi. Oh, let me put you back up while I'm explaining. So you smoke a little something, 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 and then we start out with Wu Chi. That is the hands together and the meditation, breathing and meditation together. Then Wu Chi becomes Tai Chi. That's when the Wu Chi starts to move. Yin and Yang separate. And then the Yin and the Yang go through 5 phases. We don't say elements because that gives you the idea of the 5 elements like earth, wind, fire, water, and air. No, these are 5 phases, which people call elements, of yin changing to yang and yang changing to yin. So that's there. Then you get the 8 trigrams, 8, 3, 3 and 5, 8 trigrams. And from those 8 trigrams, we get the upper 8 powers of Tai Chi. Ward off, roll back, press, etc., etc. 8 powers, 8, that's it. After the 8 powers, well, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. In here, we talk about if there's 8 upper powers, there must be 8 lower powers. So that right there talk about the heavenly 8 powers, and the one down the side talk about the earthly heavenly powers. So, in my mind, in this Kung Fu, I said the legs and feet are based on the 5 elements. But if we add the 8 elements to the stances, we have 8 upper powers and 8 lower powers, 8 stances. Ooh, so that turns into 64 what's called hexagrams, which are not symbols but binary, binary, binary codes. Binary, not Egyptian, not Chinese, not Behahukakaka, not a broken line, a solid line. A broken line, a solid line. It don't take a genius, but you do gotta study. So the 64 hexagrams change in, or don't change into, are actually related. This right here is a cube that some scientists invented, showing how the 64 hexagrams of nature are actually connected to the 64 codons of your and mine, our DNA. Oh, we going. You want to get deep? You want to get deep? We talking about real life, changing your DNA into super DNA stuff. Yeah. So once you do that, and then this is my Roy T. Bates Bank. Once you get your financial stuff together, according to the Tao, you have it. This right here represents the whole of Tao alchemy. Like in the Chinese, really, the financial side is, oh, money is evil, like some of my people. No, they got a whole science. And I put a system together. In Tao, there's a whole science on building wealth. So, That is what we're going to be learning in the art of networking, or T.A.O Net, the art of life, which is self-healing, and immortal alchemy. Oh, I got to talk about that on a whole nother video. The art of war, which is what this channel is basically going to be focusing on. The art of Kung Fu, I'll tell you the name later, that I created. And the art of nomics. Yes, nomics is a word. They just put eco or echo. Economics is where everything that's physical comes from. The ecosystem, the trees, the plants, the crystals, the food, the earth, the ecosystem. But they just changed the word. It's spelled the goddamn same way. They just changed the word to economic or economics. So, nomics. We're going to talk about how both of them, because the economics is about the Tao. The economics is the Western idea of how to sell a tree, cut the tree down and make it into paper. I don't care if the bees can't breathe. I don't give a poo-poo. So that's what we're going to talk about, all that, because all that is nature, and because all that is the Tao. Whether you want to believe it or not, I'm gonna get into all that stuff. So that's the wall. Yin, you come up with ideas and concepts, and then you form them into yang. So the yang side is represented by the crouching tiger, who's, well, the tigress in, we're going to get into all that. In Chinese alchemy, the tigress and the white tigress and the jade, not the green, we're going to talk about that. The jade dragon, copulate, and they create everything. So on the yang side, we have the female. What look like? Oh, anyway, on the yang side, we have the female who takes in the male. So this is the hidden dragon, crouching tiger, hidden dragon. You see they're set part rated, because one manifests, one conceptualizes, and then manifests stuff down here, and then gives it to the, and then she creates it. I mean, that's about, god dang nabbit, as simple as you can get with all that stuff. You'd be like, well, you're like, mother, how a baby born? You'd be like, well, child, you see the man gets on top of the woman, man, and no. Anyway, we at 25 minutes almost. So that's, I just wanted to talk about, I got one more thing. This is the other thing. As I was getting ready to make the first video, literally, as I was setting up this camera and stuff, a knock came on the door, and because I'm leaving tomorrow, I'm like, God dang, I hope this thing come like today. And then, as I was setting up the video, it came. The postman, he brought it. What is it? It's the last piece of me moving to where I'm moving to. Let me show you. I'm moving, man. Look. See the boxes? That box, oh, wrong box. That box right there, right there, right there. Where is that? This box right here, that's my power. I already have power up there, but my partner who's gonna rent here, he bought that 700. That's gonna power everything up there, everything. Like lights, power. I'm gonna have power. So in a shit, you got. Oh, I didn't do anything. I'm still on. Yeah. So I'll have power, and I got seeds to grow food. Now, again, the biggest thing on there, I trying to figure out how we will have water if your shit hits the fan. Like, I'm an ex-Marine. When I say the shit hits the fan, ain't no water coming out the fountain. Ain't nobody delivering water. That's the biggest thing because I'm in the motherfucking desert. You get it? If I was on the East Coast, no problem. Like there's a bunch of water over there, but I'm on the West Coast where I'm in the desert because it's time to move from this. Anyway, what did I just get? Because I'm talking. Let me put the plug back in. Where you at? There you go. Oh, okay. So, what did I just get from the postal guy or UPS or he just dropped it off. He didn't even knock on the door. I don't know who he was. Who the hell are you, postal guy, man? But he dropped it off. And in the desert, there is no water, which I was just saying. So I just spent 2.5 weeks out there, and I couldn't really do anything. I mean, as far as cooking food and stuff, it's like I couldn't keep anything that would spoil because, as you can see, maybe I don't eat like a whole lot, like a can. I'll eat like a half a can or something, like, and then a lot of times the rest of it might spoil. So I'm not a good eater, but I'm going to get into my cannabis, kung fu, kitchen cooking. So up there, I don't have it. It ain't shit else to do right now. I'm gonna talk about what I'm doing up there when I get up there. But right now, I cleaned up the land and I'm getting ready to take all this. So I gotta re-unpack all this stuff and set it up. But after that, it's gonna be like, what else should I do? Or maybe I'll make ice. So what do we have here? Uh, uh, ooh, wrong side. So this just came. The ice making machine thingy. And this shit is heavy. God dang, I'm at 26 pounds, they say. So anyway, I was about to take it out and show it to you, but now that I have picked it up, oh, you got a little handle. Is this gonna hold that? Anyway, now that I picked it up, I guess I'll leave it in the box because I'm moving tomorrow and I don't want to put it back in the box. But I have the ice making machine, and on the land I have a cooler. So now instead of trying to power uh, even a little refrigerator for a few hours with that, I'm going to just continuously make ice, put it in the cooler, and whatever needs to be cool, man, I'll put it in the cooler. I'm going to I'm going to get. I'm not going to try. I'm going to get away from meat. There's no reason for me to eat meat. I got one tooth, and I'm getting old. I'll be 69 in November. So it's like I really don't need meat. I'm good, skinny, blah blah blah. So I'm gonna move more towards fruits and vegetables. So I'm picking up stuff right now where I will be able to process all that stuff. Chop up vegetables, make juicy fruitsy, what do you call them? Smoothies with the fruitsies, and so I'll have the ice so I can buy kind of real food, because these days, until you start growing your own. But anyway, so I can buy stuff that I have to put on ice, like real food instead of canned food. I just spent 2 weeks eating canned, everything was in can because it was hot as fuck out there, and it would spoil in a minute without something to keep it cold. So, tomorrow, Friday, was my mother's birthday, August, or the 8th month, August 8th, 2025. She would have been 100 years old. Today, Saturday, would have been my father's birthday. He was actually 2 years younger, so he would have been 98 years old. Out there, I actually seen 9 and 8 in the sky. It tripped me out. But anyway, it tripped me out. So Friday in my temple, Mom's Day. Saturday in my temple, Dad's or Father's Day. Tomorrow is Sun, S-U-N, Sun Day. And I didn't plan this, but I'm actually moving. My partner gonna drive me. I'm gonna pack all this stuff tonight, and I am moving to what we are calling the womb. Number one. And I will, when I get up there, I will I will talk about all that. Why do we call it the womb? I'm on the womb one, Raw Land. We also have the womb, no, that's exclamation points, something like that. The womb two, about 4 or 5 minutes away, down Back Us Road. I can't get over that. Back Us. Because all my life I've been trying to get people to back me, like literally, and not one zip zero nada until now. So that's it. I'm out of this place. I wanted to get my wall on video because tonight after this video, I'm taking it down. And it's just going to be a yin yang wall. And I don't know. I may come here to do a video now and then, but for the most part, I don't see no reason to come back here no more. I am moving, hopefully, forever until forever, I am moving away from this city. You can't ask for more than what you ask for. All that. I'm out. This is reality. I'm trying to get it in my mind. Wow, man. I've been thinking about this all my life. Now I'm actually moving, man. I'm going. Well, it's a desert, but we gonna make it work. I'm out. Peace. Where's the dag nabbit button? Dag nabbit. I'm out.